An appeal filed by attorneys today to stop a man's execution has been denied. Inmate Troy Davis is set to die at 7 o'clock tonight for the killing of a Savannah officer who was slain while rushing to help a homeless man being attacked. The appeal asking a judge to block the execution argues that testing linking Davis to the shooting was flawed. His lawyers say he was a victim of mistaken identity, but prosecutors say they have no doubt that they charged the right person with the crime. New surveys show the number of young adults without health insurance dropped since last year. President Barack Obama's new health care law allows young adults to stay on their parents' insurance until age 26. Republicans hope to repeal the law, eliminating the requirement for employers to provide health care benefits.
A Justice Department Inspector General report reveals overspending at conferences, including $16 muffins and $5 a piece Swedish meatballs. Other extravagances include a $32 per person serving of Cracker Jack popcorn and candy bars. The overspending happened between presidential conferences between 2007 and 2009.
Finally, freedom is on the horizon for two American hikers who have spent over a month in Iran prisons. Shane Bauer and Josh Vitale were released today and will be handed over to Swiss diplomats after court settled on a $1 million bail for release deal. Reports say the hikers will board a plane to Amman before heading to Switzerland. They will avoid serving the rest of an 8-year prison sentence after being convicted of spying last month. The initial arrest happened in July 2009 along the Iran-Iraq border. Mexican authorities say gunmen have dumped the bodies of 35 slain victims on a busy avenue in Boca del Rio. The bodies were found yesterday afternoon in 2 trucks left at an underpass. So far, 7 victims have been identified and all had criminal records. A former Mexican president who is now a Yale University professor is being sued in Connecticut for alleged crimes against humanity. Ernesto Zedillo is allegedly responsible for crimes against humanity in connection with the 1997 killings of 45 people in a Mexican village. He was president of Mexico from 1994 until 2000.
Work crews are repairing a collapsed overpass in central China's Henan province. Heavy rainfall in the area seriously damaged local roads, loosening the earth around the bridge, causing it to collapse. A landslide crashed into the overpass, turning it into rubble. Reports say no one was hurt or killed in the accident. We've experienced a lot of fall weather lately, but how long will the rain stick around?
Plus, the field hockey team kicks off its season with a strong start. Coming up next on Athens Midday.
Welcome back to Athens Midday, and the clouds have been hanging around Allie for a while, but just when will it decide to rain?
Well, we have Lorenzo Washington here live in the newsroom to tell us the forecast. Lorenzo?
Thank you, guys. Today it's partly cloudy. It's probably the first day in about, 3 or 4 days that we haven't had rain first thing in the morning, but I don't know how long it's going to hold up. Right now, it's looking like it's about 69, 70 degrees outside, and it should get warmer, but eventually, maybe this afternoon, it's looking like thunderstorms, a lot of rain. I just don't know how long this is going to hold up. Like, if you had to get something done by the morning, I'd say you do it right now if you need to get anything done outside. Our current conditions right now, the humidity is about 80%. The wind's really, really calm. Visibility is out there. You can see for about 10 miles. And just the daily almanac is looking pretty good as well. The record today is 89 degrees. I wish it was 89 degrees today. Sun came up this morning at about 7:15, and it's looking to set around 7:30, a little bit before. Up in Cleveland and Canton, it's about 74 degrees out, and Toledo's looking like the hot spot of Ohio. It's 78 there. And then once you get further down south in the Columbus, Dayton area, it's about 72. And good old Athens is 73 degrees out. Ohio, looking pretty calm right now. Got some a little bit of action happening coming in from the south, coming up north, but other than that, looks not too bad. Around the United States, a little bit of rain coming through, but mostly I think everybody's experiencing what we are right now, just waiting for the rain to start. Right around 3 o'clock today, that's when we should see our first sights of rain. And then it's going to be about 10% between 3 and 6. Then right around 9, it's 50% chance of rain. So if you're still outside at that point, you're just lucky. Tonight it's going to be about 64 degrees, and tomorrow it's going to be our first nice day in a while, probably our only nice day. We're feeling lucky, 77 degrees out. Then for the rest of the week, it's like I said, tomorrow's going to be the only nice day. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's going to rain all weekend, possibly thunderstorming. So it's not a good look for anything outside this weekend. Even the Bobcats couldn't escape it. They got rain out in New Jersey this weekend. So.
Well, and it looks like some of the temperatures, though, are going to be a little bit warmer, so it's still a good thing to look forward to.
Temperatures are going to be a little bit warmer, but we're going to get wet, so it's however you like it, you know.
Yeah, a little bit of a trade-off. All right, thanks, Lorenzo.
No problem.
And with all the rain in the forecast, there's still plenty of events indoors for you to enjoy.
Art festivals and speakers highlight today's community calendar.
And plenty of Bobcat athletics to get to, but mainly the Ohio men's golf team getting back in action with all this rain, still able to get on the links.
Yeah, absolutely they were. And the Ohio men's golf team finished 8th in the John Piper Intercollegiate. Paul Gower led the Bobcats with a third-place finish individually. Gower shot a 79 in the first round and followed that up with a 74 in the second round. He capped the event with a strong performance in the final round, shooting a 66, which was the lowest score of the day. Bowling Green State, who hosted the event, finished in first with a score of 892. The Green and White's next event will be the Bobcat Open in Worthington, Ohio on October 3rd. Ohio softball has their fall ball schedule set. They will begin their fall season with rival Marshall in a doubleheader on October 2nd. The Lady Cats last season finished 26-23 overall with a conference record of 12-8. The squad also set a school record for most home runs in Ohio history with a 35 as a team. Ohio will return 3 seniors this coming season. They also have 5 freshmen on the team. Ohio will not begin their regular season until February. Ohio baseball also has their fall plans set. The annual Green and White Series will be held October 18th through the 20th. The event will be played at Bob Wren Stadium. The Bobcats posted a .500 record last year, winning 27 games. In conference play, the Green and White won just 11 of 27 conference games. However, the Bobcats have had strong performances out of freshmen Taylor Emity, Dan Ward, and Garrett Black, who all will be returning this coming season. This season also marks the year of the last year of Ohio manager Joe Carbone. The Nelsonville York Lady Buckeyes volleyball team closed out Meggs in a 4-set matchup. The Buckeyes went on a 10-1 run in the final set to finish off Meggs. Buckeyes Caitlin Maiden and Caitlin Breeze paved the way for victory for Nelsonville York. The pair combined for 29 kills. Meggs has still yet to win a TVC Ohio game. With the loss, they dropped to 0-4 in the conference. Nelsonville York is an even 2-2 in the TVC Ohio with a 7-2 overall record. But the Buckeyes will be back in action in another TVC Ohio contest against Fitton County. Sticking on the court, the Alexander Spartans remain unbeaten in the TVC Ohio. Alexander swept their 5-game set against Wellston last night. Sydney Arnold powered the Spartans with 14 kills and 4 aces. Alexander now has 25 consecutive conference wins. Wellston has no wins in the TVC Ohio. The Rockets will battle another fellow winless team in the CVC Ohio as they host Meggs tomorrow. As for Alexander, they will head to Athens in a pivotal TVC Ohio contest. The match will be a battle for first place. The Cleveland Indians are 1 game below .500 after splitting a doubleheader with the Chicago White Sox. The Tribe took the first game, edging out the Sox 4-3. Asdrubal Cabrera, Travis Hafner, and Kusuke Fukudome all homered for the Tribe. Chris Perez was able to pick up his 35th save of the season for the Indians. In the second game, the White Sox rallied back from a 4-0 deficit to pick up the W. The two will battle it out again tonight. Currently, the Indians are barely holding on to second place in the AL Central. And they're just a game and a half. Excuse me, the Indians and White Sox are battling it out for second place, with the White Sox being a game and a half behind. The field hockey team came out of the gates on fire this season, starting 6-0, which is the best start for the team in school history. The team has since lost 2 matches by only 1 point, but with MAC play right around the corner, the team is ready to get back to winning. Ben Carter has the story.
The women's field hockey team has started the season firing on all cylinders. At 6-2, the team is full of leaders like Taylor Brown, last week's MAC Offensive Player of the Week, and Luzeth Shute, 3-time MAC Defensive Player of the Week.
We don't want to go into the game thinking that this team, can beat us. But we go in thinking that we just need to put into play what we've been practicing, what we've been working on in the previous week.
Seventh-year man Neil McMillan is now the first head coach in Bobcat history to take down 2 top 10 ranked teams, beating then number 6 Ohio State and number 8 American. He also has the team playing well enough to be ranked as high as number 15 in the nation.
I think we try to do things differently every year. I think if you try to do the same thing year after year, you end up standing still. So even though we've had success in the past, we try to reevaluate where we are, bring in some new ideas and philosophies and put them into the team early on, and it seems to be working well.
However, apparently the secret to the team's success is no more glamorous than good old-fashioned hard work. Whew! It's been a long time since this kind of training for this reporter, but for the women's field hockey team, who are off to their best start in school history, trying to get their 7th win at St. Louis this Saturday, it seems to be working.
Just our success is just incredible. We've all worked hard, like off-season training, in-season training, and I think that all of our hard work is just really paying off.
For Athens Midday, I'm Ben Carter.
After St. Louis, the Bobcats will open their MAC play on Sunday against Missouri State. The team then returns for a 2-game homestand against Ball State on October 1st and then rival Miami on the 2nd. The Cincinnati Reds ended their 4-game losing streak. The Reds held off the Houston Astros in a 6-4 win. Homer Bailey pitched 7 solid innings for the Reds, allowing 2 earned runs with 6 strikeouts. Bailey also did his best Joey Votto imitation, going 3 for 3 at the dish, which was a career best for Bailey. Jay Bruce also collected 3 hits for the Reds and drove in 2 RBIs. The Reds will close out their series against the Astros today. First pitch will be at 12:35. And the playoffs are right around the corner for baseball. Obviously, the Reds and Indians won't be there this year.
Yeah, well, there's plenty, they've had great seasons, but still good to see they're still playing hard at the end of the season.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Nick.
Yep.
Thank you. You've heard of guard dogs, but how about guard birds? One Arkansas man says his pet macaw, Charlie, saved his life. Jack Duke says 2 men rang his doorbell Monday morning, and he let them in, thinking one was his neighbor. After he let the men inside, they began to beat him and demanded he give them hydrocodone. Duke says that's when Charlie went into protection mode and bit the would-be robbers. That's when the robbers took off. Both Charlie and Dukes are fine, and police are now investigating.
Be sure to tune into Newswatch tonight for a look at the 911 call center and more information into the Ironton crash.
Tune in to Athens Midday tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day.